What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of, well, it's not Banished, but it's a tutorial of it. So, to help all those new players, aka Python, and probably a bunch of other people, why, how, who, what, all the W's on how the heck you play this game. Alright, so here's what you'd start with, basically. You start with all your crap. You got all your firewood, your iron, your logs, food. This time I didn't have any food, never mind, we have a lot of potatoes, right? So what I always do is, first off, you can customize however you want. You can put any of these things in right here. These are your settings and crap. Like, you can put up a map, put up anything really. I'm not going to go that far into it, but first, what you want to do is, first thing I'd normally do is whatchamacallem, dirt roads are just for aesthetics and for speed of citizens to get around. Citizens will travel slightly faster when they're on a road. They don't always want to take the road as of what they're doing right now. So we're against the clock right now, as you can tell. And this is how to survive first winter. So first off, what I do is I'd make enough houses to obtain the amount of people. So I think it's normally 5, does it? 5 houses is enough for everybody. So, I mean, also, next, right? What you want to do is you want to go to this thing, assign jobs to citizens. Open it up. See, you have 10 laborers. These are all your laborers right here. They're just going to be placed in down crowd. They don't really do anything, so they're laborers. So what you're going to want to do is, see these things right here? Nobody can build them. You have to assign actual builders, so let's just assign 2 for the heck for right now. So they can start, see, they're going to start building. So let's get some of these guys into action right here. See, we got to build this right here, building this first, the walkway, path. Alright, so those houses are going to be built, then they're going to have a house. Now we're going to get into some more interesting things like food. So, we have a bit of a problem right now, actually, because the river is all the way over here. Normally, what I would do if I'd settle, but obviously you want to settle by a river, but it does actually mean you have to move quickly, everything, and start over. So, which I do not recommend that once your starting point is quickly your starting point. So what you're going to do is, if you're in that situation, you can't build that, you're going to want to build yourself well, let's talk about food types, rather. In my mind, what food types are. You have your crop fields and your orchards. Your crop fields and orchards are annual food, which you collect them all at once, and it's only a hefty amount. Because what you can do, I'll actually build one right now just to show you. We can build a decent amount. So let's say you just build like a nice crop field of that size for that example. It's gonna give you like a decent amount of food for the year. It's again not like gonna come again and again and again and again like everything else. It's not a constant supply, but it's a supply of food at the end of the year, which is like a boost to get through the winter, in my opinion. So I just build a walkway there. You guys don't have to like follow this exact layout, but that's what I'm doing. So next, what you can do is, in that exact situation which there's no water, you can't build a fishing dock. So I build a hunting cabin, and you don't want to build a hunting cabin right here because anywhere where there's buildings and stuff, they don't like to go. So you see the big ring around the map right here, actually. See that this big ring? You want to place that sort of like out in the woods because, well, where would you think? It's kind of like obvious. Where would you think the animals would be? Would they be any village roaming around? No. Build it like decently far into the woods. So like right there. Obviously, you can build a path out to it. And this is going to be all the way back here now. Alright, so it's still early spring, we're still doing pretty good. Let's fast forward a little bit here to see how everything's going to play out. Alright, actually, no, never mind. We're not fast forward anymore. No more. Alright. Next step you want to do is simple. Quite literally, just easiest thing in the book. Again, like I said, we're going to assign more people now. Now to show you how this works. The crop field, right? You see this right here, though? There's a 0. Total number of workers in this profession. Put that to 1, because you'll see right there, 1 out of 1. The number of citizens working at this location can be 1 out of 1. You can raise it as high as you want, you can raise it as low as you want. Always set it to the minimum of what it has. Do say, for example, step for 1 right there, it's step 1. Step for 2, step for 2. Step for 7, step for 7. You can lower them less, but they won't perform as well, so. Now, next step we're going to do. We're going to build the firewood. So what you're going to do now with the firewood is Because in the winter, they all can get a little bit chilly. So you need a firewood place, you know. You need a woodcutter. The woodcutter's right there. Alright, so woodcutter, you just place that anywhere. Place that down right there. And another thing, while that's being built, you want to build a Forester's Lodge. The Forester's Lodge is basically a constant supply of wood. So what I like to do is build all my utilities that I need to be like built into the woods, in the middle of the woods, all around each other, because it just makes sense. So we'll build that one, say like right there. Alright? So now you have that Forester's Lodge. There's a couple more of those guys right there. Speed up this process a bit. And you will see now that the Forester's Lodge and the logs, stones, it's all that's required. And build time is just how many things it takes to build. 45, I don't know, whatever, the hammer, their nail. I don't know, it's just a time measurement thing, I'm pretty sure. Let's fast forward this a little bit just to like get through this a little bit faster now. It is now spring and you still have plenty of time to do this. Alright, and as you can tell right here now, you're doing pretty good on food, but we'll get into more like advanced food things in a minute or two once more food things are built up. Cough, cough, this thing right here. Forester Lodge and my hunter's cabin. Let's go ahead and build another one actually, why not? So what you can also build for a constant supply would be a pasture, which we don't have any cows or anything right now. We have fishing dock, hunting cabin, and gatherer's hut. Gatherer's hut, which would go next, because again, we don't have any water near me to build on. So you build once these are all built, assign villagers, and they'll all collect food. They'll supply meat. They'll supply like berries and crap, shrooms and all that fun stuff. And as you can tell, we still need more citizens with homes. So let's just go ahead and build another one. On this little segment is my next topic: houses. If you build a house too many at a time, expand too fast, it's gonna have some big problems. Say you have, so what everyone does basically is, see this right here? You have 595 potatoes. Every one of these houses takes a share, you'll notice. Every one of these takes a share. See, some take more than others, so this is where you gotta be a bit careful. You do not want to expand too fast and make mistakes 100 times. I cannot emphasize how careful you have to be when you're doing this. Build the max amount of houses that you need just to start with. And then you want to expand your population a bit, you can start building more houses. That's when you have like a hell of a lot of food. I'm talking a couple thousand. Build too many houses, more people are going to take food. Say this place has like 8 kids living in it and crap. This place has 2, and this place took more food than that. And this place runs out of food, and they go back there to this. There's no food, and they have all the food. It's just, it's a disaster. Quite literally, it would be a disaster. So do not expand too fast, otherwise they'll start taking everything out. It'll just be a complete disaster. I said that way too much. Let's see how this is looking over here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And it is late spring. We're still doing pretty good on time. So there's a bit of a race against the clock, but and again, it's not because you have all year to do this. So, all right, just and see that? That's that thing in action right there. Build time, which they all just left. Thanks, guys, for leaving me alone. I'm so really sad. And it's built. All right, now you can either go back to the menu and tools and reports right through there. Or you can just do it from here. I'd prefer to do it through this menu. So you see this requires 3 people to make it as efficient as possible. I just put 2 in there for right now, so we have more room for everybody else. So that's going to start producing us a constant supply of food. Because everyone's going to be out there hunting. Hunting season doesn't end. However, this season does. You'll notice, if you're not used to like the way normal world would work that, yeah. And that was a problem. Alright, let's see how much more crap we can get built up with this. Let's fast forward this, because I've really almost ran out all the topics I've talked about. I mean, we can get into more advanced crap later on, but... See, this is the Forester Lodge. Say it requires 4. Let's just put 2 in for right now. So what they're going to do is they're going to chop down trees and all that fun stuff there. So, see, I would say they're chopping those trees. These just fall down. Trees fall down anytime in this game. It's so weird, but... Yeah, trees fall down in the woods. Trees fall down the woods. Alright, we're gonna go into all this stuff later on in detail in like a new episode of tutorials. Alright, so this is about the woodcutter. Put 1 woodcutter there. Now you have a woodcutter. Good. And we have enough houses now. Officially. And we should be good now. Because we have 308 food right now. We're doing great. Because once this runs out, which we're starting to pick out right now. I should have built the bigger one. You can build any size you want. Just make sure it's not too small, because it will actually pop up a thing that says it's too small. This is the smallest you can get, I'm pretty sure. So once that's there, the bigger, the more you're obviously going to get. So as you're going to see here, this is just, I mean, once it runs out, they're not just going to plant again and have it grow with the winter now. They actually quickly just stop. Their season is now over. Their season is not over. Their season can go on and on and on and on and on. And they're not going to stop. And I honestly am debating on right now just building a nice little thing over here just to show you guys the fishing thing. But no. So what I always start with is at least two constant supplies of food, and then at least one big old farm or something like that. I wouldn't do orchard because the orchards take 3 years to build, 3 years to grow fully, like a tree would normally go. It's not just gonna pop up trees instantly. It doesn't work that way in this game. So now, as you can tell right now, we're actually starting to run out of time. It is now autumn. We have just enough of everything, and let's pray to the gods that we do not use. Now, in this situation right here, what you're gonna do, say you don't have enough stone, which we now do. So this one right here, collect stone, or collect any of these resources. This is how it now, say this right here, it's only gonna collect the stone. So you'll send laborers out into the forest, into the world, to collect these items. Simple as that. Now that that is built, we'll just throw in the rest of those guys there. Alright, so now we're going to play out the winter and we're going to see how we survive. Now obviously we might not survive as well right now because this isn't necessarily big enough. Because I just built a small as an example, but then I forgot to build another one, so that's a problem. But alright, here we go. It is now winter. Winter's the first time. It's very scary. You don't have enough time to do anything. It's bad. It's a disaster. Let's see how the winter plays out. Let's just let it all play out now. Watch the numbers. Watch the numbers in the top. I mean, I would fast forward, but I'm not too fancy with technology right now. You know what I mean? Alright, see, food is still going up, even though our main farm is gone. And then, see, we're actually doing quite well right now. Like, no one is dying. I empathize. I cannot talk right now. I'm just super tired though. So as you can see, we are doing quite well on everything. Actually, gonna end this right now. Just you get the gist of it. And actually, through this method, the Alex method, you will have everything you need. So hope you guys survive the first year with this method. And if you don't, then kick someone's ass, because this is goddamn how you do it. Everyone have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe to this work. And don't forget to subscribe so hard that you break your device you're using.